solve the difference equation. Now, remember, we're after a particular solution and a complementary solution. If you ever see the power, you see the way the power here is 10 to the power of n. All you need to do is lock onto that, and you say that your un is c times 10 to the power of n. If this was a 3 to the power of n question, and that was even the number 5, imagine it was 5 times 3 to the power of n, you'd still say it's c 3 to the power of n would be your un placeholder, so to speak. Is that all right? You do this, that's the technique for this question. Now that you've figured out that this is what you're doing, what you do now is you're after your particular solution. So you're going to figure out what un plus 1 is. So un plus 1 will be what, guys? 10n to the power of 1, isn't it? And that's 10 to the power of n by 10 to the power of 1. Would you all agree it's 10c 10 to the power of n? Is that right with you guys? See the way I just put in the power? Now what's the other one? un minus 1, isn't it? So what's un minus 1, guys? It'd be c 10n to the power minus 1, which is c by 10 to the power of n by 10 to the power of minus 1, which you all agree is c over 10, a tenth of c, 10 to the power of n. Now, we're going to sub it in. We're going to sub it in. The red one goes here. The blue one goes here. And the green one gets multiplied by 2 and goes there. Is that okay? So let's see what we get. Yes. Here, just see. Oh, it's not, sorry, it's not power, it's just 10. Sorry, it's meant to be 10c. Thanks for that. I did write it wrong. Is that okay? Okay. Now, let's go for this. 10c 10 to the power of n. And the blue one's what, guys? What's the blue one? C by 10 to the power of n, yeah. And then the other one? 2 of them though, isn't it? So would you agree with minus 2c? Multiply this one by minus 2, yeah? So minus 2c over 10, 10 to the power of n equals 10.8, 10 to the power of n. What you notice is on both sides. Strike them off outright, can't I? So 10c plus 10c is 11c. No. So 11c take away 2 over 10c is what, guys? 10.8c. 10.8c equals 10.8. Therefore, c equals 1. You all right with that? C equals 1. Done. The particular solution is un equals and 10 to the power of n. Okay, so that's your particular solution done. Oh, sorry, just 10 to the power of n. Yeah, it was c type, yeah. I got c equals 1, didn't I? Yeah. So you got c equals 1, so it's just this one here, yeah? Okay with that? Sorry, my mind is drifting. Now, what do we say? That's the particular solution. How did you get the complementary solution again? Huh? The other side equals 0, doesn't it? And you make it quadratic, so it's x squared plus x take away 2 equals 0. We're just going to write down the answers 1 and minus 2. They're different, aren't they? So then you're going to do un equals L times 1 to the power of n plus m times minus 2 to the power of n. You feel with that? Now what are we going to do next then? Make the total solution. How do you make the total solution? Huh? You add the, yeah, so we add the particular to the complementary. It's really just learned off stuff, isn't it? Just rattle off the procedure and just go for it. Like that's all we're really doing here. Anybody happy with that? Now, what are the two things I have to work with here? U0 and U1. U0 equals 13 and U1 equals 16. Okay, let's work with this now. Okay. So, copy this twice. Drone. Right. Now, let's turn everything into zeros. 0, 0, 0, 0, 13. So what do we think happens there? L plus M, that's a plus 1, isn't it? Goes over your side equals 12. Same thing again. This time it's 1, 1, 1, 1, 16, isn't it? So it's L minus 2M plus 10 equals 16, and that means it'll equal 6, doesn't it? And then what this means is you solve the quadratic equation, and you get L equals 10. Oh, sorry, solve the simultaneous equation, yeah? The two greens, and you solve the two of them, you get L equals 10 and M equals 2. And what you do up here then? Replace L with 10 and M with 2, and lo and behold, there's your answer. We all good? Okay. So, two ways of looking at this. I'll show you two different ways of looking at the same thing, okay? So, would you all agree that I'm just solving in on this equation here? Un equals 3 un minus 1, okay? And what I could say here is that u1 equals 3 u0. Agreed? What's 3 u0? 3. u2 is, anybody? N equals 2 would be 3 times u1, which is 3 times 3, which is 9. Interesting. u3, 3 times u2, which is 3 times 9, which is 3 is 3 to the power 1. 9 is 3 to the power 2. 27 is 3 to the power 3. By seeing the pattern, I could say that un is 3 to the power of n. Is that right? Now, here's another way of doing it. That's one way. And the other way is, it was weird. It was jumping between two different ones, okay? So I make un the higher power 1, yeah? The higher power 1 is x squared. The lower powered 1 is 3x. X squared minus 3x equals 0. It's basically asking me this one here. If I was to rearrange it, it's basically this, isn't it? And then you go, okay, solve that. Two answers. X is 0 and x is 3. And we all know the formula for this. Un equals L into an L0n, yeah? Plus m 3 to the power of n, yeah? And we all know that u0 is 1. So we go u0 is L 0 to the power of 0 plus 0, yeah? This one doesn't exist because it's 0, so it doesn't even exist. And then it's m times 3 to the power of 0. This means that m equals 1, which means the whole solution is still 3 to the power of n. No matter which way I cut it, it's 3 to the power of n. Agreed? Okay. Now, next one. Please bear in mind that part 1 and part 2 are very similar. Do you see the very little difference between the two of them? What's the only difference? Well, 2n gets lobbed in there. And I could rearrange it that it's un minus 3 un minus 1 equals 2 to the power of n. Agreed? What did I do there? I moved anything that had the un stuff onto one side and left everything else over the other. So what happens now? What do we think? We need a particular solution, don't we? That's the way we do this. What type of function is this? Linear, quadratic, constants? It's not a constant. It's linear. See the way it has an n? It means linear. So what's that substitution we make when it's a linear? We do un is what, guys? An plus b, don't we? Yeah. And then I have to find out what un minus 1 is then, don't I? What's un minus 1? A by n minus 1 plus b, which is? Yeah, but I'm just going through the procedure. All right, we're going to sub it in up here, aren't we? So it's going to be an plus b minus 3 of these, isn't it? 3 of them. Minus 3an plus 3a minus 3b equals 2n plus 0, yeah? And we're just going to zone in on the n's, aren't we? Now, loading. My brain is still loading. Yeah, here we go. B is not 0. Well, just as well we did the procedure. Who would have thunk it? Now, this time B isn't 0, all right? So here we go. So an minus 3an is minus 2an, and that equals 2n over the other side. So what does that mean for a? Well, a is minus 1. And then we have b. Sorry, I'll add these together. Is it 3a minus 2b equals 0? See the 0 on the other side? What are we going to say then? That's minus 1, isn't it? 2b equals minus 3. B equals minus 3 over 2. Is that okay with you guys? So what's our particular solution? You tell me? So our particular solution is minus n. What is it? Minus 1n minus 3 over 2. No, you can't touch that. That's just is what it is, all right? Now, the good news for us is, do you know when we did the particular solution? Do you remember we did it earlier that we put this as, you put the right hand side equal to 0 and you do x squared minus 3x. We already know is un is L, what is it? An plus m bn. And what were our two factors from earlier? And remember? 0 and 3. Now please remember there's different, it's a different system, so the letters L and M are different than they were in the first question. They do come out the same, mind you, but just be careful with it. You get what I'm saying? Right, so I'm just going to be careful with this. I'm not going to make any assumptions, okay? Now, would you all be happy that that L0 doesn't exist, does it? Why can I get rid of this? Ah, yeah. And that is our what's called complementary. That's our complementary solution. Now, what would be our total solution then? What do I have to add on to that? Minus 1n minus is it three halves, no? Okay, we're all a bit tired now, right? Now what am I gonna test? I'm gonna test U1, haven't I? So what's U1? M times 3 to the power 1 minus 1 minus 3 over 2 is the same as 3. And what are we saying there then? Bloody hell. No. Yeah, we're all right. What's 3 take out plus 1 plus 1.5? Everybody happy with 5.5 is 3m? And then divide that by 3. What's 5.5 divided by 3? Thank you. That is the answer, yeah. And then you go back and you change that into 11 over 6. And that is your full solution. Okay, I am going